The Tempo.
Skywalker.
The Tempo.
Well, like, you know, in the DC area, then the guest I'm about to bring up today, I want to introduce y'all to Kokamoe. What's going on, bro?
You know, it was good.
Everything great, everything great. I want to thank you for coming on, man. Like, number one, I think I've said it before, but I think we all know you a legend. You a legend out here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That ain't gonna never change. You know what I'm saying? You've made your mark.
I'm just a regular person, man. Just a regular person. That's just the way I be feeling.
As we all are. Absolutely. As we all are. Absolutely. So, well, first thing I want to know, like, where did you grow up at? You know what I'm saying? Like, what part of DC did you grow up at?
Southeast. First, I was born and raised. I grew up DC General Hospital, so you know.
Okay.
That's Southeast. I grew up in Highland. Highland is right there now. That y'all call, you know, right there on the top of the hill.
Right.
And right there on Atlantic Street. And the reason why it's called Highland is you got to go up to that part of the hill to get to that one part of the land.
Right.
And then a lot of people used to get high on that land.
That's absolutely real. That's absolutely, like, how would you say it was really kind of growing up in that area? What would you say, like around the 80s and late 80s, 90s?
No, 70, cause
70?
I'm 70, baby.
Oh, okay. All right, respect.
Cause I'm a 70. I was born in 1970. I'm a real 70, baby.
Oh, okay.
So you know what I'm saying. I seen it all, done it all. I ain't even think about hearing it all because you hear a lot of stuff, but a lot of stuff you hear, you don't want to believe it. You say, "Damn, I know I hear this."
Right.
But then when you see it and you heard it,
Right.
boom, that's what make it real life.
Man, absolutely. So, like, all right. Well, I guess we got to get nitty gritty. Like, when did you first start, like, realizing that you wanted to rap?
Man, I don't even know. It just came about.
It
Just came about because I don't even know. I just used to be back in the days in the 70s. I used to listen to my parents when they used to play music. And you know, when you're paying attention and you observe a lot of stuff, it was just words put together to make sense. And that's what I take upon now. I put words together and make them make sense.
Right.
And that's how it came about. And as I grew up, a lot of people put words together, but it didn't make sense. So I called it mumbo jumbo.
Right.
But no matter how many words together, whether they made sense or didn't, they were still words. So I collaborated. Every word, like, you know, all the words that I know got a meaning to it. Just because somebody else don't know how to use it in that meaning, I'll use it in the meaning to make it make sense. So that's the way. That's
real. I mean, I think that's one of the realest parts about let's say your flow, because you can take one thing like now I haven't had the personal experience with hearing your raps, but like in live, well, I actually have. I've heard you live, but like, let's say like on the bus or just out just a straight up freestyle, you have a way of just taking ordinary things that are going on, and just put them together.
Yeah. It's called flowing at the moment. I mean, that's what I do. I just go at the moment right now, and at the moment of what I'm seeing, I go about at the moment, and then as I'm going about at the moment, I'm thinking about something else. So that's what pushes it more further, because once I rap about what's seen, then next thing you know, once y'all see it, I'm going somewhere else.
That's a fact, right?
Yeah,
right.
You see what I'm saying? That's why the brain just You know what I'm saying?
It's real because I can remember one time you know, I mean, people take videos of you all the time, like especially like when you get into your mode and you'll be looking, you're like especially on the bus. You'll be looking outside, right? You'll be looking outside and naming shit, like talking about shit that's driving past.
Yeah.
Like that's like no, on some real, that's a real talent. Like you could talk about some shit that's going past, rhyme it and make it come together. You know what I'm saying? That's the art of true freestyling that really rap really started with. You know what I'm saying?
I call it a blessing, man, because I just number one thank God that let it come through me. Because you know what I'm saying? Once it comes through me and it spits out, people can hear it because it's clear.
Absolutely.
It ain't like it's. And then the best part I like about the way he let me do it, because I ain't got to say no cuss word. When you can do it without cussing, that means your vocabulary is like, yeah.
That means that you have real skill. You know what I'm saying? Because essentially, when people use, like, let's say, niggas like, man, fuck that. What? 30 clip, la 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 la. They're just using, like, they're using words that they already know because they can't really, they don't have the talent to kind of describe their thoughts. But
and most of them don't have a 30 clip.
Facts.
I mean, like,
Facts.
Cause like it's one tone I always say, right? I say, when it's hot outside, we look for shade. They got a gun, I got a hand grenade. You see what I'm saying? So that's more powerful than a gun, because if you got a hand grenade, and then I say, as I have the gray hairs on my chin, they'll start running when I pull out the pen. But see, you know, when I pull out the pen, they gonna start running because it's right here. So now what?
Right. Hey, look, that's really what I'm talking about. Like that's the real talent. Like, have you ever has any bands ever came up? Because I mean, you've been around. People have known you for a long time.
Right, but I never thought about it until a couple of weeks ago. I just did something with Essence, right?
Oh man. God, I should have been there. It's on the phone,
man. What? Look at this.
Hey, look, you can break it out now. You can break it out, absolutely.
The joint tight though. I'm trying to tell you, watch your child life. I couldn't believe it when my sister them took me up there to see RE, and so white boy kept saying Kokamoe was in the building. But you know, I'm sitting up there.
Did you announce it? Did you say, hey, look, I'm coming? Like, hey, look, I'm coming through.
No, I just popped up like, what's up?
That's crazy.
And he said, Kokamoe was in the building. So, next thing you know, but it was one time before that they let me go. But this one right here.
Oh shit! Where was this at?
At the Aqua Lounge.
At Aqua? Oh, all right. Because I fuck with Aqua. Aqua got a nice little setting. It's a good sound in it.
I never really see around about everything I'm doing.
Right. Hey, look, we gonna splice. I'm gonna have you send this to me. We gonna splice some of this in the joint.
I'm telling you, I hit that joint.
Like you know what's interesting is that when you get on the mic, it's all right. So let's say any random person get on the mic, right? There's automatically this cynicism that comes with it a little bit. Like people be like, oh well, can this nigga rap? Whatever the case may be. Like people already looking kind of strange, but it doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter. Like honestly, like to be honest, like whenever you start spitting, you know what I'm saying, people gravitate toward you. You know what I'm saying? They look at you. Like they appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? They appreciate the real flow, I would say, that is missing from Go-Go. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, that's true.
I would say, all right, so this is my whole, and I was talking about that with my previous guest. When it comes to Go-Go, right? I think that one of the biggest flaws and why it hasn't gone mainstream is because when it comes to the rappers, right? All right, so Go-Go doesn't follow the structure of rap, right? Mm-hmm. So when rap comes, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have nigga talking, you're gonna have the chorus, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have the 16, you're gonna have the bars, then you're gonna have the chorus come back, so people can not only can people feel it, but they can kind of get into the rhythm of the song, right? Now, go-go can be heavily appreciated when it comes to listening to it live. But when it comes to listening to it in your ear, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need that structure to be able to go back and be like, I want to be able to repeat this man's words. You get what I'm saying? And I want them shits to be actually good. You know what I'm saying? I can say that even some of my criticism with the legendary Backyard Band is that you would have like rappers that are just, they're freestyling right now. Freestyling wouldn't be a problem if you were seriously talented at it. This is why people write. People write their lyrics because off the top of that dome, it ain't really that good.
But see, that's the thing with me. I can't write though. I just come off the breakaway though. You see what I'm saying? That's what, just like when they came up with that going down in the building, I wouldn't expect to say it's going down in the building. I never heard that a day in my life. But when they said it's going down in the building, so that's when I cleaned into what he said. Because he was saying before that, Kokamoe was in the building. Kokamoe was in the building. So all I'm hearing is me in the building, but I ain't paying attention about getting on the mic. So next thing you know, as I'm just sitting back, I'm outside, and I'm feeling so good, but I'm going down in the building. Like, man, let me get this in. And I was like, man, look, let me go. And he was saying, hold on. And I was like, ah, man, let me go down right quick. So he said, boom. That's when he just gave it to me. I just came smack in and then left smack out. Because I said, give him the mic right back to White Boy. And I gave him the mic back. See what I'm saying? I'm rapping
right. The connection, the real life connection, right? Like that really speaks to the genius of your flow. Because most people, I would say most rappers, even rappers today, that most people would like to consider that are like, let's say, top level, right? Their writing game, depending on if they actually wrote it, right? But their writing game is decent. But to be able, for true talent, you know what I'm saying? To be able to put those shit together, to put it together without having to think about it, without having to write it down and think, all right, so this is my next line, I'm trying to connect it all. You can, it's something with your brain, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's something with your brain that you can connect that shit together, like bang, 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 bang. I'm talking about the fucking TV, we out here in the podcast, whatever. Like, look, I don't rap no more. You know what I'm saying? But like real life, like it's really crazy. All right, so you was at the RE event or whatever. So they came, they brought you up. You know what I'm saying? And you rapped it like they just called you out of nowhere. With you not even.
No, they ain't called. They was just really all I can remember. Number one, I was all twisted as a person. I was like, you know.
Right. I mean, you're in the club. You're in the club.
No, I was so high because you know I was, you know, my chemical mixtures that I put together that just because I hit the gas and the boom 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 because you know what I'm saying, and it hit so feeling because the music was coming out so clear. So as the music playing and the rhythm hitting and I'm gassed up and juiced up, I mean, like, man, I'm getting ready to light all this up like a candle. And when I said to light it up like a candle, I lit that joint up because everybody like, because they couldn't believe it. People didn't expect it. They said, okay, Kokamoe gonna get on the mic.
Right, right.
So I'm like, when I got on the mic, I gave them something that they can, like you say, grab.
You never really disappoint. You know what I'm saying? You never really disappoint, and that is actually a attribute that most artists don't even have. Like that, I would have thought that a band would have permanently been like, hey, look, you bring this element to our shit, so I want you to be on the road with us. Has any band really extended that offer out to you?
Man, 9 times out of 10, I wouldn't even know, man. I'm serious. I just catch it off bucks, man. Like, say for instance, if I'm there, I ask them let me get on. If they do, they do. Right. But, you know, a lot of times, man, they be already having everything set. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm there, 9 times out of 10, they let me roll. But even if they don't, I don't be tripping because somebody else will make them do it. They be like, man, let Kokamoe go, let him go.
It gotta happen. I mean, you know what's interesting is that, you know, one thing I learned, because I was in a lot of bands growing up. Like I played bass, I've been lead mic, you know what I'm saying? I played keyboard, never the drums, you know what I'm saying? But like one thing I noticed about the way that bands tend to structure their front line is that we friends. This is who I'm cool with. You know what I'm saying? So this is who is in my, I'm the lead talker, and I fuck with him, and that's why I'm gonna have in my band. Versus this dude got talent, and that's why I want to bring that talent to my band. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why, like, and I think that's one of the intrinsic problems with go-go is that the rappers are garbage. I'm just keep it about. I'm gonna just keep it above. The rappers are garbage. All right, like I mean, I can't really think. I mean, you could go. And I ain't really trying to offend nobody, but I really don't give a shit. Alright, so I'm really trying to think of who had a solid rapper in their band, and it's hard to even think about. I mean, I could run through them. I mean, you could say, God damn, I can't say R.E., I can't say Jump, but they gonna have a different type of flow. So I would say like the newer style bands, Reaction. I mean, they had Chopper Black, and he's decent, but saying decent is not really about nothing. God damn. I'm trying to think. Even with Backyard, right? So Backyard would really be the most famous, well-known, can travel anywhere type of band. And Los, I would say, Los, he has some talent, but not elite talent. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't put him on the same spectrum as you. Not even. It ain't even in the conversation. You know what I'm saying? So why do you think that is? Why do you think that these go-go bands tend to have rappers that are not like elitely talented?
I don't even try to compare myself, man. I just get in where I fit in, man. I don't really, I ain't even on for no competition, man. I just want to get in where I fit in, get it out, boom, 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 and that's it, man. I ain't got time to be trying to see if I can out-rap this person. I ain't even in them type of times. I just do me and just get it out the way. Just spit something that somebody can plug an ear in. Like I say, man, I tell them, look, you ain't got to listen, but you just be paying attention.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You know, it's different from listening and paying attention, because it's going to be something that's going to be plugged in your ear. And then it's going to go in your head because you're going to think about it. So like, damn, did I just hear that?
Right.
Go smack at them. It's called smack at them.
You know, that's funny because it's good luck. You know, it's funny because, you know, you have this very, what you call, like this nonchalant, very humble type of attitude, you know what I'm saying? But you know, it kind of goes counter to what rap is about. You know, rap is competition. You know what I'm saying? That's really what rap has been about since the beginning.
Right, but I'm not trying to be in nobody's competition. I just put it together to make sense. That's it. And whether it sounds good or bad, I'ma just make it sound like the way I'm putting it, plain and simple. If it ain't close, it ain't clear. I make it close and I make it clear.
Right.
That's it.
All right. So we're gonna get into. So what was, and you know, I know you got peoples around here and shit, but what was the wildest, let's say, go-go or rap story? Like, let's say you was doing a performance. Tell me about the wildest night you say you had when it comes to doing these shows and all. You know what I'm saying?
I never really. I don't even know, man. I think
you can keep it 100 now.
I mean, not doing a show. I never forget the best one. I think when I first got into the studio, I was on MLK. I think this one of the best ones. I was on MLK because I'm an electrician. And I used to be hanging at Martin's Cafe, and a guy named Meatball got a studio. But every time he was hanging up there, they was like, man, this dude right here got a studio upstairs. So I'm like, yeah, all right. You know, one day I'm going to catch him. So he was standing outside. So I was like, hey, excuse me, I heard you got a studio. So he was like, yeah. And I said, man, how you rapping? Can I get some studio time? He said, I'm waiting for Pepco. So when he said he waiting for Pepco, I said, man, I'm an electrician. I can hook your stuff up. He said, man, you ain't no electrician. I said, I'm sorry. He said, all right, how much you charge? Because, you know, I told the dudes and them, I said, hey, y'all tell them what they say he is. So they said, how much you'll charge?
Right.
You know, to turn my power on. I said, give me $100 and some studio time. He said, all right. So I said, pop, 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 pow. So it was turned on like in 5 minutes. He said, how you do that? I said, game is made to be sold, not told. And let me get that time. So he gave me the 100, and so I told all them, y'all, we drinking. So he was setting up the studio. So when he set the studio up, man, he played that motherfucker. Man, it was one beat. It was like one of them old Chuck Brown Jones, and it was called, it just played it, and I said, turn it up. I said, turn it up. That was the name of the song, but I was just saying turn it up because he had the music playing. Right. Then I said, turn it up. And once he turned it up, I just started going. And man, it was cranking so good. And it just sounded so good. He just said, man. And so man, it was just... It was just real. Yeah. It was real. Like, got you. But oh man, it was just crank. And he betted me that I could not repeat what I said. And damn sure could. Seriously. I bet you can't repeat what you said. And he played it like 2-3 times. And every time I get to the first sentence, and then I started mixing up something else with it. But it was all turned it up, but it was cranking. But I think that was one of the bangingest joints. And then another one was last night. Was it last night? No, not last night. Night before I went to the games, you know, down the farms. Miles let me get on the no. One time when Miles let me get on the mic at the basketball tournament. Damn, they let you go around the very farm? Yeah. Damn, I wish I was there. He let me get, no, he let me get on the mic, right? So when I got on the mic, I don't know what I said, but I jive ain't sound that good. So he was like, oh nah, Kokamoe, I know you ain't going like that. Woo woo woo. So I said, he said, man, you got to better yourself on that one. So I said, give me the mic again. When he gave me the mic again, the way I rapped it, everybody just started clapping. Cause when I got on the mic and the way they expected me to crank up, I did alright, but the one little part that I missed, next thing you know, when he said, nah, you can do better than that, I said, give me the mic. He gave me the mic back. That's when I lit it up. And walked away. That's the best part, when I just walk away. After I finish, hit one last at the end and bing, and gone. That's real, because you know, I mean, for people who don't know, you got like, all right, so Barry Farms is basically, it will be kind of complement to the Rucker Park in New York. It's basically like the premier basketball court where a lot of the legends have played. Like you got Kevin Durant, Kobe Bryant, all of them have played right there. Like they hold events, and they're free. Anybody could just come through. You know, they got cookout stuff, all of that, and so. That particular platform is like it's the antithesis of the culture. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody's there that isn't a part of the culture and doesn't appreciate it. So like it's only right that you would have been there. You know what I'm saying? It's only right. Like that's amazing, for real. No, I'm gonna tell you what I want to be amazing. Let's do a show. Put me on the flyer. All you gotta do is coordinate it. Get a flyer made out. Say entry live Kokamoe perform. Facts. You get whichever way you set it up. Just say Kokamoe performing, and let's see how many people come. That's what I'm saying. Cause tomorrow I'm gonna be on Minnesota. That's what I was saying. I want to see how many people gonna come. I'm gonna try to. I know I gotta. I'm gonna really try to make it out there. I know I gotta work, you know what I'm saying? But we really gonna see it. Yeah, like I know that shit's gonna be real. It's gonna be real. No, I want to be real. I want to be real. If you just sit up here, get a flyer made, we can get a spot. All you gotta do is get a DJ with a mic, or get a band or something. Just coordinate it. And just say Kokamoe performing live. And let's just do it like that, and let's see how many people show up.
You know, it's interesting because I like you have such a intrinsic following that it's surprising to me that more promoters don't really like take that initiative. It's interesting.
I never even seen it. Weird. That's what I'm saying. Here you go, right?
All right.
You know what I mean, just do some shit. I mean, what we got to lose? Either way around, I'm gonna crank anyway.
Right. All right, we're gonna take a look. Have you decided, like, have you ever like made attempts to, like, let's say make an album or really put your shit really to wax and try to really, you know what I'm saying, like step into the rap sphere?
No, not. I mean, no, like I said, I hit that studio, like I said a couple of times, but I think I never really pursued it like that because I never knew how to have somebody that guide it. You see what I'm saying? I never knew how to, I just go. But if I had somebody that can coordinate and orchestrate it, it'll work.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Look, you know, we got the studio set up right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that, especially, I know you're not a type that likes to write. You know what I'm saying? You got other geniuses like that, like Lil Wayne and Jay-Z, who have the ability to just kind of come into the studio and put
and look how much time they put in though.
Put just classics on wax. You know what I'm saying?
So
we can get into that.
Yeah,
you know
I mean, we'll set it up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we definitely.
I mean, if you work it out on the schedule, all you gotta do is set it up. All I come in, crank something up a little bit, stop that jump, boom, 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 man. You just create that, man. That's the way I'm saying. If I just come in, start spitting something,
right?
You stop that, come in again with something else, and that's how they do it. You mix it together.
Right.
That's how they get it done. That's how they got engineers in.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I just come in, hit some bars, and then all the bars I hit at that one moment, you put them together, stretch them out. I mean, it's easily to be done because I mean, like man, I just start spitting out bars like forever.
Well, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? That ain't even a damn question. You know what I'm saying? That ain't even a goddamn question.
A question? What you mean? Like a question mark and saying what? But guess what? We taking a drink in this cup. See, I mean,
this is how we do it. You know what I'm saying? This is how we do it. Like, for anybody who doesn't know about Kokamoe and his repertoire. You know what I'm saying? You could literally go on YouTube. You can go on YouTube, Facebook, look it up, and the man just puts out like absolute, like it's incredible. It's really incredible.
Matter of fact, did you ever see the documentary?
I took a look at the documentary. I really like how they did it. You know what I'm saying? I really like how they did it. I wish they would have kind of got a little bit more introspective into you as a person, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I thought that, you know, I think they covered a lot of the elements correctly.
Yeah, they covered them, but I'm telling you, the only thing, see, the main thing that I wanted them to say is, the part when I said, the best part is they didn't put, because I said, I don't want to be rich. I just want my credit score to be perfect.
Hey look, and that's the real thing. Hey look, because when you find true artists, right, you can like really look through history, and the true artists, right, the true artists never really get their just due, you know, in their time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's really, you know, what's interesting is that the fact of people, like, let's say people that are that creative, those creative geniuses, right? It comes with a price. It really comes with a price, because it's like, to be that creative and that introspective to where people years later could really appreciate it. Like, all the great artists have dealt with tragedy. You know what I'm saying? Have dealt with they deal with a lot of just crazy things going on in their life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you talk about Van Gogh. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong. But cut his ear off. You know what I'm saying? Like they got like real artists go through a lot of tragedy. Like do you think that maybe the things that you've been through in your life have contributed to the person that you are now?
Yep. I mean, cause what I've been through in my life, that's what created me. But at the same, cause I mean, you know what I'm saying. I can tell you stories about me, but you know what I'm saying.
Well, I would love to hear. All right, so
I mean,
give me some. Give me something that really shaped your perspective on certain things. Give me something.
Okay, when I got shot in the neck.
You got shot in the neck?
Don't you see this scar right here? Oh, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Then, I mean, like, a lot of stuff, man. I done been through the windshield of a, man, go ahead.
Kimani, there is a camera right here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Doing too much, man. That's my daughter, right?
I'm sorry, I love my daddy.
So you understand that?
I'm all up in this.
So
Daddy, I'm your #1 fan. I love you.
Thank you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. But go ahead.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? That came by a lot of stuff from the street life that I lived in, and I mean.
So give me the circumstances around.
Tell me how I got my name, Daddy. I'm sorry.
Come on, why is he doing too much?
It's okay. All right. So give me the story around how you got shot in your neck. Like
I'm
what
not
happened?
gonna give you that story because number one, it all happened from number one.
Was it a random occurrence, or somebody was really trying to?
Yeah, it was really. They was really trying to get me because it was something that I did. So it was between.
It was between y'all.
Yeah, but whatever the case may be, we both living, and at the same time, once it happened to the both of us, it's over with. We ain't letting it go no further than this and further than that because there was a miscommunication and a misunderstanding about what happened. And right now, to this day, me and this man don't got no beef. We ain't got none because he knows one is not locked up, one is not dead. We both still living. We both out here, and we both, you know.
That's real. It kind of speaks to it. Like, let's say the environment that we're at now, especially as black people. I'm gonna tell you just
retaliation and all that shit.
Right, but all right. So look, y'all, thank God you survived.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Thank God.
So y'all had once you survived, it gave y'all the ability. I'm not even gonna say to necessarily completely work it out, but to understand that, like, let's say.
It could be worse.
Things could be worse, and we didn't necessarily have to go to somebody losing their life.
Yeah, because I mean, fuck, I was dead. I came back though, but you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? I had a taste of heaven, beat the devil up in his own hell. So I done had a taste of both worlds, but at the same time, I would love to be back in heaven, but God smacked me back down here and said it ain't your time yet.
Right.
So he gave me 2 watches. He gave me a Rolex and a Timex. So this the one I'm wearing now, the Timex. I don't need the Rolex.
You know, like, and that's I feel like that's really one of the problems we have with our community. I'm gonna tell you just like this. Like, in the apartment I'm staying in, like I actually happened to be coming home from work one day. I had a little break, you know what I'm saying? So I came home, get myself something to eat, get my lunch together, right? So I'm coming home and like I don't know where I was then. I was in my room, and next thing you know, I heard like a small little pop, bang. You know what I'm saying? So when I heard the pop, I looked outside and I seen young dude, pretty tall, probably like 6'2", like Monte height, and he was coming down the steps, and he had got shot, and It seemed like right in his forehead. You know what I'm saying? So. He was struggling. He came down the steps. He collapsed, and he was still alive at the time. You know what I'm saying? But he was bleeding something
real bad,
something crazy. And I was just looking out my window like, yo, that shit crazy. So I come outside, and I think somebody that drove close to him tried to flip him over so he could breathe. But it was when somebody gets shot in the head like that, 99% of the time it's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's a wrap, and that's really what it was. And it really made me take a look at, like, not only like like that you know, we human, and it, like this life could end at any moment. But it's just like the senseless violence that we tend to have to go through. You know what I'm saying? Oh, not that we have to go through, that we really almost perpetuate on ourselves as black men. It's just it's unnecessary, and it's nothing short of tragic. And I'm trying to find a way to get my head around it. You know what I'm saying? Because the fact that you got shot in the neck, the fact that he got shot in the head, like the fact that people die every day because of, like, nothing's that serious. I'm talking about nothing.
No, you're right about that, but at the same time, right? At the same time, you never know what happened to get that happen. Things happen for a reason. So you never know what that person did. Just like what happened to me. True. What happened to me, you never know what I did.
What you did, absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? So I can understand the reason why mine is. I just didn't know that it was going to come at that time. Because number one, you know what I'm saying? It was something I did too that could have been avoided. It's choices that we make.
Absolutely.
If I wouldn't have made a certain choice, but most of that stuff be about jealousy.
Right. Absolutely. Jealousy, resentment, misery.
Jealousy, but it's just, you know what I'm saying? I just thank God just for the moment, because it could have been worse. Like, if I'd have been dead then, she wouldn't even be here. She wouldn't even be here right now if I would have been, and this was in 90, but I forgot what year this was.
Tell them how I got my name, Daddy.
But it wasn't. It was.
Tell them how I got my name, Daddy.
I got you. But yeah, that's how my little cousin had that name. He got stabbed in the neck down Aquan, and that's how she got that name. Because I named him after him. And he got stabbed, and you know, like.
Real.
And tell her why she probably going through the situation, because her brother's birthday coming up too.
Yeah, so you know,
so she probably acting like that.
My little stepson, which is her son, which is me and her, you know. And you know what I mean, just a lot goes through, and you don't know why people act like that, but I think all of us got actions for reasons. All of us got actions for reasons, but you know, I finally realized, man, my actions that I do, I don't even got no reason. It's my actions. I'ma just deal with what I've done. And you know what I'm saying? Any action, I'm gonna have to deal with it, because I thank God just to be able to let me make that choice that certain things can be avoided. Anything can be avoided.
Absolutely.
Anything can be avoided. But I just thank God for that one moment to make that choice.
Right.
Because soon as you make that choice, you say, damn, I shouldn't have did it.
That's interesting. That's real. I think everybody could feel that sentiment. Like, all right, so you know what's interesting about that is that, like, it kind of goes back to my whole philosophy of what I've tried to understand as like, let's say, us being men, right? So us as men, we have to realize, like, on some real shit, we have to realize, take responsibility. Women too, but like us as men especially, we have to realize, learn to take responsibility for every action that we do. See, and not just little shit. Like, I'm talking about, we have to realize, take responsibility for every action that happens in our lives, because the only thing, like, if I put this analogy out there, right? So if everything happens to you, right? If you have the philosophy where everything in the world just happens to you, right? And you have no control over it, then you are essentially living in hell. Anything can happen to you at any point in time. But and I'm gonna finish with it real quick. If we take responsibility for the things that we do, like, we take a real introspective look at ourselves.
That's why,
you know what I'm saying? Like, at the thing, right? Exactly what you touched on. Like, if we take a real introspective look at ourselves and what we tend to do, what we specifically do wrong, and take responsibility for the things that have gone on in our life, then it's the most enlightening thing that we could ever conceive of. Because guess what? If everything happens to you, then you have no control over life, and life just is gonna happen to you. So fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But if you real shit.
I know. I got you.
No, it's real shit.
I know.
Because
if
you're responsible for the things that happen to you in your life, guess what? When you act differently, you can change it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you take responsibility for everything and all the bad things that happen to you in your life, then guess what? If you do something different, then you have the ability to change the outcome of the duration of your life, and that's enlightening.
That's why I said that one moment I thank God with. Once I'm get right. Once. That's why I said. I always say I thank God I'm not 4 places. I'm not dead. I'm not locked up. I'm not in the hospital.
I thank him too.
I ain't around nobody blowing my high.
Right.
And the main thing I got is that peace of mind. Once you got that peace of mind, you already can understand the good, the bad, the right, and the wrong. Because you know them all. Because you've been through them all.
Man, what?
I mean, that's some real, I mean, like, what else can you say or do about it? But that one moment to wake up and have that health and strength, and that one moment to make that choice. Soon as you make that choice, that's when you say, damn. Soon as you make that choice, and then think about it. If you ever try to go back in the past, you will fuck up what you're going through now.
Man, what?
Because it could be worse. I mean, it could be worse, I'm telling you. It can be worse. You ever think about it, you say, man, I wish I could go back into the past and do this and change that.
Man, like, I don't even do that no more, because that's ridiculous.
But remember when you, man, and you think about it now, you'll say, man, I'm glad I dealt with what I'm going through now. Look at somebody else's shoes.
Man, what?
Look at somebody else's shoes. You'll say, man, I'm glad I got my shoes.
That's a fact.
Say it again.
Hey, look, and like you talking some real shit, and hopefully, like, look, hopefully we can get a part 2 in here. You know what I'm saying? Because, like you have a lot of interesting and introspective viewpoints and perspective on things, and you know, I want to appreciate you for coming out. Like, number one, I done said it before, I'm say it again. I'm gonna keep rapping it. You know what I'm saying? You're a legend out here. And just the fact that you came out here, I really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna get it together. I wanna appreciate everybody for listening. You know what I'm saying? The Tempo Show.